What's going on, guys? Cyn for the win here, and we are back with our franchise mode as the Detroit Red Wings, and we're going to pick up where we left off, just continue simming here, and looking like we're on track to make the playoffs. We could drop back down. It looks like we're in a pretty tight division, but it's still very early. You know, anything could happen at this point, and I was reading you guys' comments, and apparently a lot of people telling me to draft Nolan Patrick. Well, I have drafted him, or they're saying the trade for him or something like that. I'll just show you guys so we can put an end to this. I don't know if you guys are trolling me or what's going on, but let me just pull this up here because we do indeed have him. There he is, Nolan Patrick. Here he is. Yep, he's we got him down in the juniors, so yep, he's there, and I don't know. We might keep him there for a while. We'll see. We'll see if he's still junior eligible next year or maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, we'll just try to develop him very carefully because I've heard different things about him. And yeah. Anyway, so let's just continue simming here. I don't think we need to really do anything, which basically just simming along. So we'll go month by month here and just basically check the stats every now and then. I want to tell you guys a little story. Not really a story, but it's not even a rant either. I don't even know what this is. Anyway, I want to tell you guys a short story about what it's like to be dependable. Now, it's great to be dependable, and then sometimes it's also great to not be that dependable. Like, say you sit down to record your Be a Pro and your GM mode, and then work calls you, and they're like, "Oh my God, Cyn, we really need you," and then you're like way too nice, and you want to help everyone, so you go into work, and then you spend a full 8 hours there. You come home because you haven't eaten. You have to eat real quick. And now you're sitting here at 10 p.m. recording your franchise mode. And you're not going to be able to get the Be a Pro done. And you have to open tomorrow morning. Yeah, that's kind of what it's like sometimes to be too dependable. So in life, as you guys go forward, it's good to be dependable. Just don't be too dependable. That's my sagely advice for the day. Probably terrible advice, by the way. So actually, don't listen to anything I say, kids. I'm probably a terrible role model. Anyways, 15, 12, and 3. Yeah, we're kind of, looks like we didn't have that great of a month. Yeah, we're starting to lose a lot more games here, which makes a bit of sense. We're losing locker room chemistry. That's what I don't want to see. I want us to be gaining locker room chemistry at least. So here we are, 500 now in regulation, plus overtime losses. So yeah, we definitely fell back down. We're on a bit of a losing streak right here, so unfortunate. But like I said, we're not expecting to make the playoffs. It'd be great if we did, but we're not going to go out of our way to try to make the playoffs. We're still waiting on guys to grow and stuff like that. All right, so 16, 17, and 3. Not a good month for us, but we'll check out individual stats. Team stats don't matter that much, so I'm not really don't really need to worry about them. I'm more worried about individual stats. I want to see how people are doing, where they are. So Tatar, Stone, 25 points. Hansel's got 23. Larkin, 21. And Wisniewski, then Yurko, there's Shahan. Yeah, the second line really slips. But I like this. Mantha and Bertuzzi, 14 and 13 points on the fourth line. That's actually really good because I know Mantha also has power play time. Does he have any power play goals? He does. 3 power. Good. So putting him on that power play actually looks like a good thing. He's helping him out a little bit. So this is good. Bertuzzi as well. Like him to grow as well. So that's good. How about Sergachev? How's he doing? Yeah, +2. He's got a few penalty minutes. I'm not too sure I like that. He's disciplined 77, so it doesn't look like he should be taking that much. No, that's weird. Yeah, well, maybe he's just out there more. All right, but yeah, he's doing all right. He's a plus. That's the most important thing. Now goalies might be a little iffy. Yeah, wow, Mrazek's not doing too well this year. And he doesn't really have an excuse when Kemper's doing better than him. So Mrazek needs to step it up a little bit, I think. He's not doing horrible, but this is not where he wants to be, I'm sure, and that's not where we need him to be. But Kemper's doing great as our backup. He's got a shutout as well. So hopefully Mrazek has a better month this coming month. Coming up, whatever I'm trying to say. Alrighty. Let's see. Let's keep simming now. And I'll keep an eye on that. And maybe I don't know. I don't really think switching around lines will do much right now because yeah, like I said, we're not trying. Okay, we could just actually No, let's just go another month. Yeah, we'll go another month. Then we'll get up to the trade deadline. We'll kind of look at what we need to do there if we do want to make any moves. Oof. Overtime loss. A lot of losses right now. But yeah, I'm kind of like I'm on the fence right now. It's like I kind of want to make the playoffs, but I also kind of don't care. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I kind of want to. But I mean, we don't have a great second line. Like our second line's really lacking. I mean, we just don't have a second line when it comes down to it. We got Martin Hansel, Yurko, not a second liner. Sheahan, not a second liner. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna make the playoffs. Torrey Mitchell's getting more and more pissed, being scratched all the time. Too bad, man. Got to give it to Mantha and Bertuzzi. You've had your time, Torrey. You plateaued on the Sharks, and then I don't know what happened to you after that. I know you're on Minnesota for a while, and I don't know where you're at now. All right, there we got back to a winning record. There we go, 21, 19, and 6. So yeah, we're doing pretty good. Grand Rapids is doing great as well. Torrey Mitchell, he's just keeps reminding me how pissed he is. We're lost locker room chemistry. Interesting. But yeah, I'm liking it. AHL looks like they're on track to make the playoffs, which is most important. We got a lot of prospects down there playing, so that's good. Wow. I'm just looking at Manitoba's record, 39-1. Crazy. Again, I'm actually paying more attention to the AHL because, like I said, the NHL doesn't matter a whole lot. But 22, 20, and 7. We're right there. We're right on the brink. I feel like so. Oh, actually, we're 6th in our division. So, but only 1 point behind Boston, and depending on the other division, yeah, we don't know. Actually, I'll check that real quick. See where we're at. See if it's even realistic. I think if we even make it to the playoffs, we just get beat out in the first round. 51. No way. Yeah, no way. Doesn't look like we're gonna do it. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. We're gonna have to go on an absolute tear, and I don't think we have the team for that. So, not gonna worry about that too much. All right, looking again. Tatar's looking like he has he's not having a great year. No one's really having a great year. Our team's just not scoring a lot. If you look at it, 49, we have no real standout guys. But the points are really spread out, especially when it comes to second, third, and fourth line. Second, third, and fourth line. They're actually decently spread out. So, yeah, interesting. There's Yurko. Okay, there's, yeah, I knew I was skipping him. Yeah, Sheahan. It's actually not bad, 23 points. I would like to get the second line to 50 points. It doesn't look like, they're not quite on pace for that. They're close. They're kind of on pace for it. They're very close to it, so if they get it, awesome. I'm still enjoying how Mantha's got another power play goal. They're slipping down further in the minuses, but that's okay. Not really a huge deal. I mean, they're not great. Like, look at his defensive stats. It's not good at all. Antanasiu he's not on the fourth line, is he? No, there's no way. No, I got Glendening, yeah. So third and fourth line are all minuses. First and second line are pluses, which is interesting. Sergachev, yeah, still hovering around it. +8 now, so he's getting a lot better. Good. How about Mrazek? He had a better month, or... LeMay's improved a bit. It looks like he's improved a tiny bit. Not much. And Kemper's actually... He's doing really well. It's pretty funny. Kemper's got, like, the winning record, and Mrazek does not. Interesting. Very interesting. Looks like Kemper jumped up to 83, too, so it must be just his performance that made him jump up. All right, so I think we could get up to the trade deadline in this. And I don't really know if we want to trade at the deadline, but I'll probably still... leave it up to you guys or something like that, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't really think we trade at the deadline. Like, I'll look at it. I'll take a good look at it. But I don't really know if that's kind of where we're at right now. Alright. Yeah, keep scouting here. So we got all these done. Where else can we go? I'm looking for something with, like, a lot of it's decent, but there's... yeah. 15 and 15. 18 here. Yeah, we'll go here. I don't think we need to go 6 weeks. We'd probably just go a month here and have it pretty decently scouted. Yeah, we'll try that. We'll try to get forward scouted like all around and see how that works out for us. So we're 25, 21, and 7. We're hanging in there. I think of a few more wins here, we might be able to make a playoff run. But like I said, I don't really think we make a trade here at the deadline. I'm trying to think like what we would trade for, and I don't really know what we would trade for. I mean, unless we were gonna go for that, left yeah, we don't. I think what we need more than left wing. I'm thinking left wing to replace Yurko, but we got that God damn it, Svechnikov guy. I almost called him Sergachev. You heard that? Svechnikov guy's coming up, so we have him. Hopefully, I think he'll be NHL ready this next year. And then right wing, I think, is what we're lacking, unless we have a prospect. I don't. Excuse me, I don't think we do. So we got to look for a right wing. I'm trying to think of who would be a good right wing to pick up in a trade. Don't really know. I'm still. Oh God, hiccup. Sorry about that. All right, so 31, 28, and 8. It's actually really interesting. Very interesting that we're hanging in there. What the hell? We're second in our division. What? I got the hiccups too, man. I'm like reacting and got the hiccups at the same. What the hell? How the hell do we just manage that? Our division must be terrible. Let's check it out. I want to look at this a little bit more in depth. 70 points. Yeah. We're in there. Yeah, well, we got a couple more games played than the Bruins, so that makes more sense. Yeah, the Bruins could easily pass, but still, second and third, we're in there. Oh my goodness, we are almost last in our division, goals for per game. Look at that! How do we even have a winning record with that? That's so weird. Oh my God, our power play is atrocious. How are we even scoring penalty kills? Okay, wow, that power play though. Oh man. I know. Well, that's kind of what we. Oh, we got 6 shorties. Yeah, it's got to put it somewhere. Our away record's better than our home record. We're 6-3-1 in the last 10. Power play. I don't think we can't really improve that, to be honest. And I'm playing, and I want to keep playing Mantha there, definitely. Even Yurko too. So yeah, I'm not gonna. That's so crazy. We have a bad ratio. We have a losing ratio, but we have a winning record. Incredible. How we doing? We're actually tied with the Philly. So yeah, weird. We have we're actually in a playoff position. We're in a very weak conference, so interesting. We could actually make the playoffs. And right now Stone is leading our team in points with 43. Then comes Tatar with 41, Larkin with 39, Hansel 33, DeKaiser, Shahan with 29, Yurko 27. Ooh, and then yeah, Mantha, he got another power play goal since we last checked. Good. He's doing pretty good. Bertuzzi, yeah, not as good. This is very interesting. Sergachev, plus 12 now. He's having a hell of a year. Glad about that. All right, Mrazek has gotten any better. It looks like, yeah, save percentage went up a tiny bit. Wow, yeah. See, okay, that's what happened. He turned his record around. That's what happened. We had a really good, yeah, his goals against is still bad. Kemper's just been great the whole year. This is solid backup performance. What you look at that, I mean, save percentage, amazing. Well, not amazing, but actually it is kind of amazing for a backup, yeah. And plus the goals against, yeah. Plus he has 16 games played. It looks like they're splitting pretty well. I'm hoping Mrazek keeps this up. At least his individual performance. I don't care if we keep winning, but I want him to keep up that individual performance. All right, so we'll take a look at trading options right now, and I'll kind of look around the league a bit too, just to see what we have, because we got a bit of time left, and I want this. I'll probably end it here at the deadline. So Shahan, okay, looks like he's jumped up to an 84. Might just be individual performance that's got him. Whoa, okay, that's real though. That's real. Yurko's now an 83. Okay, that's got to be real. There's no way that's just performance wise. That's got to be real. Man, the Bertuzzi as well. Wasn't he 77? Or was he always 79? I thought he was 77. I could be wrong, but it looks like he's jumped up. If he was indeed 77, now 79. Mantha's staying the same. But that's all right. Yurko still listed to be depth, which is weird. But he's up to an 83 now, so that's good. If he gets an additional jump in the offseason, he'll be perfect for the second line. And then we'll have to choose between him or Tatar. And if that other prospect still does good. Maybe actually, if Yurko might just be third scoring line by the time next year, then we could actually pay him in his role. Anyway, getting ahead of myself, don't know. Sergachev, yeah, he stayed the same. Everyone else here has stayed the same. That was interesting. Okay, anyway, I was supposed to be looking for, like, trade ideas. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, if we were going to look for, like, some kind of right wing, All right, let me check. I'm just gonna check our contracts. I want to see what kind of prospects we do have for the right wing side, because I know we got that dude for the left wing, Svechnikov, and I don't know if we really have a right wing prospect. Because we could pick up someone who's like, you know, perhaps ready, perhaps I don't know. Hold on. Yeah, let's go in the system, forwards. I just go right wingers. Oh wow, one guy really? That's it? Oh my goodness, yeah. Okay, that must what? Okay, so this guy I don't think he's gonna be anything. No, there's nothing. Yeah, two-way forward and everything. Any centers that could play the wing though? I know someone was saying put Patrick on the wing, which I would consider if we actually had another really good center prospect, which doesn't look like we do. Oh, wow, his face-offs are terrible, though. Maybe I should put him on the wing. Yeah, I'm actually considering right. We do need a right wing. This guy might be good for the right wing. I'll consider that as he keeps training up. So I'll consider that definitely. Got a couple top 9 guys. How about left? I just want to check left wing prospects. Got this guy and Svechnikov is about ready. Yeah, we're still playing him down. All right, so hopefully Svechnikov gets another big jump. Yeah, as you can see, I think we actually need forward prospects. I'm actually glad we're drafting. I don't want to. We can't really trade any right now, and even if you look at our main roster, yeah, we got these two. So yeah, I understand. We do have Mantha. I understand that. I don't know if we could. I'm still at the point of like I want to kind of have a lot. If Mantha gets a huge jump, I'm hoping, but I don't know. He seemed to be growing pretty slow, so. Yeah, we don't have anyone else in the system. All we have is Mantha, really, that we're banking on. So, You know what? Where I'm sitting right now, guys, is I don't think we should make a trade because I feel like we're kind of putting more eggs in a certain basket, if you know what I mean. So, like, if we make a trade for, like, an NHL-ready type player... and all of a sudden Mantha gets a huge boost. We don't need that guy anymore. I mean, we could go for a rental player, but like I said, I don't really think we're that kind of team yet either. But it looks like we are going to make the playoffs, so I don't know. I'm actually a little torn here. I'm actually very torn. I know we got plenty of goaltender prospects here. This Kakkonen guy, Luukkonen, even this guy. Did he grow? I don't know. I was like, he's been scratched. Did he actually grow? I don't think he did. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's where I'm kind of at right now. It's kind of not making a trade here at the deadline, even to try to go to the playoffs. I think if we make the playoffs, cool. But we're still in that stage of like, we don't really necessarily need to. I'd actually maybe prefer to draft harder, but I'm not gonna and trade anyone right now to tank because we don't really have a team that we trade anyone to tank with. All our guys are young. Our first line, they're all, 21, 25, whereas, whatever, I'm just, you know what I mean? They're all young, so it's like, we just have to, I think we should just go and take it as it is. If we make the playoffs, that's outstanding. It's kind of, don't have a great draft anymore, but at the same time, we pick up some prospects, and we have more trading assets, if anything. And, yeah, then we got to just bank on... We're not going to bank on Mantha, like I said. I think after he gets his jump, we'll kind of reassess maybe going into next year, I think, is when we should think about making trades. Now, the logic behind that is I'm going to pull up edit lines again so we can kind of brainstorm and visualize what will happen. So, all right, we're hoping Svechnikov can be second line by next year. That's a big jump for him to take, but if he gets up to 85, he could be listed as that. Or if he's listed for third line scoring line, we will build a third line scoring line. And hopefully Mantha is at least be a third line scoring line. Bertuzzi, the only problem with his, he might be listed to be third line checking line. So if he has to play in a lower role, so be it. He's only two-way forward. This is a depth kind of guy, third, fourth line. So if he hovers around 81, 82, 83, that's perfectly fine. Same with Sheahan. Anyway, where was I? So yeah, we got Svechnikov, and we're kind of, if we wanted to make a trade for a second line right winger, also we got to consider a center as well, then I think we don't do it now. I think we wait and see what happens with Mantha, And same with the left wing. We'll see what happens between Yurko and Svechnikov. I think we're set for left wing. What we're lacking right now is center and right wing, and especially with Nolan Patrick, I think we might move him to the right wing. So then we got to worry more about centers. So I think right now we should worry more about centers because we have Mantha on the right wing. We have no one really center wise. I mean, we have Holmstrom, bottom 6. Playmaker, bottom 6, not going to do anything. This guy, top 9, two-way forward, not going to do anything. Top 9, two-way forward. Like, look at that. We don't really have anyone for center-wise. So I think that's what we really need to look for here is someone in the center. And again, we don't have to draft this guy. We can trade for him. Like, I want someone around the age of Larkin. I mean, maybe he could be a couple years older, but that might be tougher to get. Just because established-wise. But, yeah. Any suggestions for who we could go for to be a number 2? Oh, wow. Larkin's 88. Haha. Just noticed that. Sweet. Yeah, any sort of suggestions that we can make for some kind of second-line center moving forward, that would be good. Ooh, this is getting exciting, man. It's starting to come to fruition, man. There's still a lot of work to do, but I think I can feel it all coming together, man. It's looking good. Alright, oh shit, I almost dropped my controller right there. Alright, so let me know what you guys think. Give me any trade suggestions, any kind of strategies moving forward. Any trade that we make. And also, let me know if I should make a trade now, too. So, I don't really think that's our thing. But, you guys, if you wake me up to something that I hadn't thought of, feel free. But I think we should consider that, trading beginning of next year when we see everyone how they've developed and see where we're at. We can reassess from there rather than getting more kind of putting our eggs in a basket of trading for someone now at the deadline, then all of a sudden, oh crap, we have 4 guys who are listed to be second line, where someone's going to have to play out of their role and perhaps stunt them, or maybe we have to trade them now, and then what do we go for after that? Like, what do we get? Like, we're not really lacking on anything at that point. So I think we should just keep going like this. If we make the playoffs, great. If we don't, we don't. And then reassess where we are. You guys let me know if you like that plan. And, of course, let me know anyone that we should look to trade at the offseason or deadline. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Remember to leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.